In this video, we are going to discuss waste management and biosafety practices in laboratories. Proper waste management and biosafety are extremely important in laboratory operations because laboratories generate chemical, biological, and hazardous waste regularly. Improper handling and disposal can create health risks, contamination, and environmental damage. In this session, we will understand different waste categories, disposal methods, biosafety principles, and GLP requirements. By the end of this session, we will be able to understand laboratory waste management practices and to identify different categories of laboratory waste. We will also discuss biosafety principles, contaminant practices, waste segregation methods, and disposal procedures. Finally, we will understand how biosafety supports GLP compliance in laboratories. Laboratory waste management involves several important steps such as collection, segregation, storage, treatment, and safe disposal of waste materials. Laboratories generate chemical, biological, and hazardous waste during routine work. Proper waste management protects laboratory personnel, public health, and the environment from harmful exposure and contamination. Effective waste management is essential for maintaining a safe laboratory environment. It helps prevent contamination, reduces health hazards, protects the environment, and ensure laboratory safety. It also helps laboratories to maintain regularity compliance. Improper disposal of waste can create serious biological and chemical risk. Laboratory waste is classified into different categories. Chemical waste includes solvents, acids, bases, and toxic chemicals. Biological waste includes microbial cultures, contaminated materials, and clinical samples. Sharps waste includes needles, broken glass, and blades. General laboratory waste includes packaging materials and non-hazardous waste. Each category requires a specific disposal procedure. Laboratory waste should always be segregated properly based on hazard type, biological risk, chemical compatibility, and disposal methods. Different segregation systems are used, such as color code containers, biohazardous bags, and sharps containers. Proper segregation prevents cross-contamination, reduces accidents, and improves safe disposal practices. Chemical waste should always be clearly labeled and stored in compatible containers. It must be segregated according to hazard class and disposed of according to laboratory safety regulations. Laboratory personnel should avoid mixing incompatible chemicals because dangerous reactions may occur. MSDS guidelines and proper ventilation systems must always be followed during chemical waste handling. Biological waste includes contaminated cultures, infectious materials, and biological samples. These materials may contain harmful microorganisms and therefore require special disposal procedures. Common disposal methods include autoclaving, chemical disinfection, and incineration. Proper biosafety practices help prevent infection and contamination. Sharps waste includes needles, syringes, broken glass, and scalpel blades. These materials can cause injuries and infection if not handled properly. Sharps should always be disposed of in puncture-resistant containers. Needles should never be recapped after use. Sharps waste must be discarded immediately after use to prevent accidents. Biosafety refers to the safe handling of biological materials and the contaminant of infectious diseases. The main goal of biosafety is to prevent exposure, contamination, and laboratory acquired infections. Biosafety protects laboratory personnel, the environment, and the community. Laboratories are classified into four biosafety levels depending on the risk associated with microorganisms. BSL-1 is used for low-risk organisms. BSL-2 handles moderate-risk pathogens. BSL-3 laboratories work with airborne infectious agents. BSL-4 laboratories handle high dangerous pathogens and require maximum contaminant systems. Higher biosafety levels require stricter safety measures. Important biosafety practices include the use of PPE, proper hand hygiene, regular surface disinfection, restricted laboratory access, and correct sample handling procedures. Biosafety cabinets are also used while handling infectious materials. These practices reduce exposure risk and maintain laboratory safety. Personal protective equipment or PPE provides essential protection against hazardous exposure in laboratories. Common PPE includes gloves, lab coats, face masks, safety goggles, and protective footwear. The selection of PPE depends on the type of laboratory work being performed. In case of spills, the affected area should be isolated immediately. Spill kits should be used according to emergency SOPs. Appropriate PPE must be worn during cleanup procedures. All incidents should be reported immediately. Quick response helps minimize contamination and safety risk. Proper documentation and record keeping are essential in laboratory waste management and biosafety systems. Important records include waste disposal logs, spill reports, sterilization records, biosafety training records, and incident reports. Documentation ensures traceability, accountability, and regularity complaints. Under good laboratory practice, laboratories must maintain proper waste segregation systems, biosafety procedures, disposal records, personal training programs, and environmental safety measures. GLP supports safe, standardized, and environmentally responsible laboratory operations. Proper waste management and biosafety provide many important benefits. They improve laboratory safety, reduce contamination risk, protect the environment, and improve regulatory compliance. They also increase operational efficiency and protect both laboratory personnel and public health. To summarize the session, we discussed different types of laboratory waste, segregation methods, biosafety principles, biosafety levels, PPE usage, emergency response procedures, and GLP requirements for waste management. Proper waste management and biosafety practices ensure safe and compliant laboratory operations. Thank you everyone for your attention and participation. I hope this session helped you understand the importance of waste management and biosafety practices in laboratories. If you have any questions or doubts, please feel free to post them in the comment section. Thank you once again.